Hey, what's going on, my people? Thank you for tuning in to Profe Gayu, and I have a quick video for you. So, uh, what's been trending recently, past few days, is FBA. FBA, which basically means Foundational Black Americans. Now, some of you may hear that and this may be the first time you've actually heard of it, but it's a term that's in a not only a term, a organization that's been around for quite a bit. So uh, right now it's trending, and I tend to take a look at YouTube. I tend to take a look at Twitter and Instagram just to see what's going on out there in the world. And this is trending, and the reason why it's trending is is there's a lot of debates between supporters FBA, which I would say myself, I'm a supporter of FBA in the sense that one of the biggest things FBA is pushing for is reparations for 400 years of unpaid labor. Of course, that makes perfect sense. Who who in their right mind would not think that that's something that is a debt that needs to be paid, right? But that's not the reason why it's trending. It's trending because there is a lot of honestly, there's a lot of I feel like a lot of polarization as far as Black America is concerned. Now, I live in the Dominican Republic, so one would say, well, look, you're in paradise. Why would you even, ponder or even talk about that? And here's the reason why. Because the polarization is not only between that I'm seeing is out there seem to be between within Black America itself. With you see a lot of going back and forth with African immigrants or immigrants from Latin America and the Caribbean, and there's just a lot of going back and forth with this and that and all this stuff. And I make this video because I really want to know what you all think about it. I really want to know if you guys even heard of FBA, or even heard of Tariq Nasheed, or even heard of some of the other famous figures out there in social media who not only is involved with the organization, but is actually have some boots on ground that has some sort of influence or campaigns or whatever the sort is to sort of organize people to get behind this idea. So one of the biggest issues I'm seeing out there that many supporters of FBA have is there's a claim that there are. I don't want to speak in absolute, and I think that's very important here. Where I think oftentimes we speak in absolute, there may be one person, but we will look at that one person and say, okay, that person is from a particular country, particular region, so everyone thinks like that. So therefore, we're just going to attack everyone from that country or region, which is unfair. So what I'm seeing is there may be one or two people who may come from another country who may not be considered a foundational Black American. They would say, hey, I don't support reparations, or I don't support, let's go reparations, because that's one of the biggest things that FBA is pushing. And because of that, then you have a lot of what you call Black foundational Americans or descendants of enslaved Black Americans or enslaved Africans in America, and well, I should say United States. They would attack that person or attack that whole group that person comes from, or that country, or whatever the case. And I think that is very polarizing, and it does not help the organization, and it does not help its mission, which is to give reparations for 400 years of unpaid labor. And you see this all over Twitter, and then not only that, you see this conflict between Black Americans and Caribbean Americans, or Latin Americans, or African Americans, I would say, who may not necessarily be part of that foundational Black descendant of American slave. However, however, their existence somehow is in conflict with some of the with this push, with this campaign to get 400 years of reparations, 400 years of unpaid labor. So I'm really curious to know what you all think about that. I'm really curious to know your comments, your ideas about this conflict. And I'm seeing this a lot when you talk about, yeah, well, I've seen this where they say, okay, well, people from African Americans have no say in what goes on in America as far as Black Americans are concerned, right? Just stuff like that, where I feel like and I know a lot of this is taking place on YouTube and on Twitter and Instagram and potentially Facebook. I don't check out Facebook, but I think that it's important when you have such a positive organization that has a really important goal, that we should not allow people who may be a part of that organization, or who may be help pushing that agenda. They're not. If there are people who are within that space who are dividing, not only dividing Black America, or dividing, Black people in general, or dividing people in general, and preventing the increase of people to actually get behind the organization to support the agenda, I think that's very dangerous. But I don't want to speak in circles. I want to be very direct. There's a lot of important figures that are very, to me, just reading some of this stuff, polarizing, divisive, as far as Black people is concerned. But I really want to know what you all think about that. What you all think about this whole mess, this whole trending mess that's going on between regular folks, or folks with some sort of influence on social media. So, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and if I get enough comments, I'll do a part 2 talking about those comments and going more in deep in my opinion of what's going on. All right, so please give the video a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.